Hello! MonstersAbound here and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 4 of my Clan Skryre Campaign. Much like the old claymation trapdoor, there's something lurking down here in Schwarzhafen because that's where we have our Undercity. We've already got a Warlock Laboratory, which I believe is a special building that you can only build with the Doom Engineer. So that's going to give us more research rates and experience for Warlock Engineers faction-wide, which is pretty great. And we've already got a subterranean pit, so we want to try and expand our Under Empire. And we've also got some deeper tunnels, so we can try and stay hidden away. I don't think does this actually increase our... It does increase... Right, discovery's got 20, that'll be 40. I think we'll be fine. That'll then that'll nullify everything. So we're fine. And then we've got a potential chance of spreading it around. So that's right. We're going to be spreading our Undercity around, all around, like a fungus. Good. Okay. Meanwhile, we've also got some nasty crusaders. Yeah, whatever. They seem to be coming north. I don't know where we're not at war with them, as far as I'm aware.
Whether chivalrous or not, I will strike you down, scum, if your words displease me.
Okay. I don't think he likes me, though. I don't think we've got much in common. He seems to be heading for Tabarrok. Now, I don't think he can actually see our settlements. So I think probably what he's doing is going, there's ruins over there, can I occupy them? Which is fine. We do have some reinforcements being recruited. We'll have 4 rattling team guns, we'll have 2 Giselles, we'll have 2 plague claw catapults and a bunch of clan rats, which is, you know, fine. And we've got Yarg, the experimenter. There's Yarg. Named after a Cornish blue cheese. That's right. Most of my generals, I will be accepting names. I am trying to write them down, and I've also got a channel on my Discord where you can put a name request in there, and I'm going to ask people to put, if they see it in the comments, put it in there, and then I can look through it and try and work out what we can name things. But otherwise, all my units are going to be named after cheese, which is why we've got Hal Lumi here, and then we've got Yarg. And we'll be increasing the number of agents we have throughout the campaign. Right, what do I want to do? Nothing, I guess. I'll end the turn. Oh, he's coming. He's coming northward. I think we've still got a little bit of time. I don't know where he's going. I don't know what his plan is. Is he maybe at war with Tilia? That would be weird. Okay, we've got more armour for our clan rats to make them a little bit more survivable.
Honor before glory.
You're not at war with them. I don't know who you're at war with. I don't think you can land and attack. I think you can land. Don't think you can attack. How? Oh, how? What are we going to give you? We could give you more ammo. Oh, increased mobility, though. You can't go wrong with a bit of increased mobility. Let's also then grab the casualty replenishment rates, because you can't go wrong with more casualty replenishments. It's always good. And let's get Yarg over here. We want him to start damaging these walls. I want to see if we can fend off this. If he's coming for us, if we can just murder him, easy. If not, then we'll go and take Mornington Crescent over here. I think is probably the plan. I'm kind of okay with leaving Bill Bailey where it is. Oh God, what's happened here? Was that Beastmen? That's Beastmen. Okay, sure. Because I feel like if I take Bill Bailey, then I'll likely end up at war with the High Elves and the Fey Enchantress. And at this moment in time, I don't need that in my life. I don't need that level of negativity in my life. So let's just finish off this recruitment. How's our growth doing here? 1 turn, we'll have 3, so we need another growth. But money's pretty good at the moment. So I think once we've got this, we can upgrade to it immediately. Then we can get all that kind of good stuff. Public order is currently good because we're increasing military presence. Public order is not as good, but it could be worse. We are getting the walls up here and the clan armory. We will be able to get storm vermin as well, which will be quite nice to have. Okay, where are you? Where the hell are you going? Magritta? Okay. Okay. Let's damage the walls. Good job, Yarg. This is what we want. We want you to also damage walls. Let's do that. Right, our army is good to go. How far can we travel? Let's do that. I don't know. I think they might be trying to colonize this, potentially. I'm not 100% sure though. Let's get the underdocks were let's get the Warren, because then we can get the warp turbine and get more money. That's my thinking. I'm actually kind of hoping these guys land, because then I can eat them, and that would be quite good, because I'm kind of running a little bit low on food, and I could use a little bit more. And I want to take Mornington Crescent here, and I could eat them as well. And Sartosa's currently at war with them, so Sartosa would like that. And we're not friends with Sartosa, but we're not enemies at the moment, and we could keep it that way. Should be quite nice. What was that about? Did you just want to go for a little joyride? Just having a little snoop? Just rude. Just lucky I've got better things to be doing than sailing down there and kicking her ass. Right. We've completed the deeper tunnels at Schwarzhafen, and that's as we go. We're completely safe here at the moment. We cannot be spotted, which is excellent, until we finish the subterranean pit, and then, you know, potentially we could be spotted. We have lost sight. I think we'll lose sight next turn of this province, which is... that's fine. Not the end of the world. There's a whole bunch of different buildings we could build here. We could get these burrows. That would give more campaign movement range, more leadership, more casualty replenishment rate, more Skaven corruption, more uses of the menace below. Got the underway nexus here, so that lets us do lightning strikes. More campaign movement, hero action success chance, income from sacking settlements, and even vanguard deployment for local armies, which is quite nice. So we've got the laboratory there. We've got concealment, so more hidey. I'm thinking maybe doing this. Let's do that, because I want to try and keep this hidden, because I then want to upgrade to the plus 10% chance to expand the Under Empire. That will consume our food, which is a bit of a problem. So I need to sort that little problem out. I'm wondering if I could go for this Skull Reef over here. Could I do that? See what I could do. How much are storm vermin? Pricey, but we could get a couple of them, couldn't we? We could get a couple rid of these spear rats, and not be able to afford another one of them. Okay, what I might do is not build this, because I don't need it right now. It's not super urgent. Then I can get 2 storm vermin, and the rest of the and then we can go and hit down. We can go and hit this Skull Reef down here. I don't know what. Do
you know who I am?
Well, yes, you're Sir John Tierwald, and you're also apparently lost, because you seem to be sailing around my territory and just annoying me. Yeah, I know. Yarg, good job. That's what we want. We also want you to be a specialist, so you can continue to damage those walls. Turns out we might have some competition for Mornington Crescent, as Rend and Asdrag have rocked up. But we've got always more besides. We've got more casualty replenishment rates. Oh, look at this. That worked quite quickly. So already we've established another Undercity in Gesundheit. Ah! This works brilliantly. I love this. I love this so much. Oh, this is great. Right, we don't have funds to do that, which is fine. This is fine. There's not much money down here. So we could just... The problem is that consumes food. Could we get more food? We can generate food using scavenging raiders. The Skaven can sustain themselves on most races' foodstuffs, which they pilfer indiscriminately regardless of freshness. Yep. Let's grab that, because I could do with some more food. And hopefully we can then spread it. Oh, this is great. Oh. I've got a big stupid smile on my face. Right, we're still recruiting Storm Vermin. But I think it's worth recruiting the Storm Vermin, just in case. Because they are quite a tanky unit. I think you, yeah, you're at war with Sartosa, and apparently you're just dancing around each other along with pirates in the bay over here. I don't know what you're doing, so I guess I'll just leave you to it. Can just keep trying to damage those walls, because the more we can damage them, the more experience you get, and all that kind of good stuff, so we'll keep doing that. Take everything would be quite good. I'm not too bothered about the Skaven slaves. Set examples, more leadership, and then we can get the public order. Does sound quite good. So let's get set examples. If you want something done right, it's best to publicly kill the one who did it wrong so the others learn. Oh, I mean, absolutely. I cannot agree more. Has Leonardo just abandoned Mornington Crescent to the Greenskins? It looks like he retook Lucini, and yep, apparently they're gonna. Oh well, that means I can just take it off the Greenskins. That'll make life a lot easier, I guess. We'll go get the Skull Island, and then we'll deal with the Greenskins, and then Mornington Crescent, Tilia, I should say, and then boom, done. Not sure where he's going. Not sure what his plan is.
Good. Kill devices need test subjects.
Hey Fendal, I assume you want to declare war? You want to declare war? Yep. Yep. Thought that would be something that happens. Oh, and Chaos stirs already. I'm a little bit concerned that Sir John here might attack us after we go for the Skull Reef.
Protector of the realm.
You know what? I think this will be fine. This will be fine. Right, going to raid the Kidden Pirate Cove. What they got? Holy shit, that's a lot of cannons. Right, we're going to take a lot of clan rats to nullify those cannons. For starters.
Which kill device to use?
Well, that's the question. A lot of fire being exchanged here. It's not great because they've got more cannons than we do, so they'll definitely win this little exchange. So we need to you know, fix this little balance problem. So we're going to drop some Skaven clan rats right into their carronades. Unfortunately, they've got a lot of Domble deck hands, and of course our Skaven immediately run for their lives. So then we change tract, and I'll just duke the fucking lot of them. Seems to work. Yep, that did it. That did it. That also got their attention because now they're on the move. They still have 2 cannons and a mortar. So we still need to deal with those. But the balance has been shifted in our favour. And that's what we needed. Although, to be fair, all they're doing is really bombing the clan rats. And no one cares about them. Do they, guys? No. You're unloved. Not even your mother loves you. When your mother's barely sentient. And that's not an insult. That's just fact. So got a Rotting Leviathan clawing its way up to the top of the hill. And as soon as it gets up to the top of the hill, the Giselles are going to take pot shots at it. Blade Claw catapults. Laying down fire onto the carronades. We've got some clan rats trying to come in, but these cannons are being protected by these hand cannons. A little bit of a problem there. See the Rotting Leviathan being picked off by the Giselles. The Giselles doing, wow, amazing work here. Just absolutely wrecking this Rotting Leviathan. And slowing it down at the same time. No, sorry, it doesn't slow it down. It makes it more vulnerable to missile attacks. The rattling guns slow it down. Assuming it reaches the rattling guns, which I'm going to be... At this point, it ain't going to make it to the rattling guns. They are... Yeah, he dead. How's it going, buddy? Nope, Sebastian is dead. Oh well. So we've got some Depth Guard coming down the hill, the other side of the hill here. And they will be running directly into the rattling guns along with these deckhand mobs. And as you can see, that doesn't work out very well for them. They get absolutely wrecked, as do the Depth Guard, just chewed to pieces. No competition. Just ripped to shreds. To shreds, you say. Clan Rats coming back and taking a lot of fire, which is, you know, fine, I guess. Yeah, well, it's that, or, well, you just get a hail of gunfire. Basically, lots of people are dying in hails of gunfire on this battle map, and that pleases me greatly. How's it going, guys? Are you going to get into melee combats? Gonna try? We're gonna try. It's not going very well. No, it's... Nope, did not go well for them. They did their best, did not go well. These guys are trying to get in... No, basically, we've got some gunnery mob. Now, actually, you might think, holy shit, these rattling guns are basically invincible. They're not if you target them with literally anything. Because the AI is probably not that bright, so it probably won't do that. But say, if these pirate handguns got into range and shot them, then things would change very, very quickly. But, probably not going to happen. Okay, so these cannons have been dealt with, which is good. The rest of the army is crumbling away, by the looks of it. Just the Vampire Admiral left. There he is. Just himself. So Ronery on his little roan. He's charging into Skaven. I mean, these clan rats are not going to do very well against him, let's be honest. But fortunately for them, they're not going to last very long. So it'll be a quick death. Talking of quick deaths. Good luck, buddy. No, he died. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Skaven Blight revels in this victory.
A bit of food. We'll take some more food. We've got Clan Vulcan Tail Slashers. These clan rats sport nasty improvised tail blades that are all the more vicious for their homemade ingenuity. And we've got a Banner of Eternal Flame and 20,000 monies.
Chief Warlock, Ikit Claw.
Which is nice. Head back there. I don't think they'll attack. Right, we got level 10. So we could get Power Overload. I would like more Warlock Engineers, so let's get Power Overload. So that will lead on to that. This is interesting, and I'm kind of tempted just to let them take it. How many breaches do they have? None. The Greenskins might beat them back.
Kill contraptions.
Sorry, Tilia might beat them back, might beat the Greenskins back, but I don't want to assume that'll happen. Let's get fortified entrances. Let's do something like that. Growth is going to be an 8 turn, so there's no point rushing that. We've got some food coming in, which is nice. I'm tempted to go for more food because I do kind of need it. I mean, that would generate income. But I mean, that would, if we built that would discover us immediately because we don't have any hidey bits. I'm tempted. What's this? Raiding camp. Income generated 100. Income gained from local settlements income. Food generated. But that is, you know, quite a lot of discoverability. So I think what we'll do is we'll get the deeper tunnels because I'm not particularly bothered with being able to survey this area. It's nice to have, but it's not the end all be all. I think I'm going to get murder holes, and we could then upgrade to the mine shafts. If we do that, that'll increase the percentage chance. Thing is, if we make Schwarzhafen sort of like a hidden hub, then we can be a little bit more sort of risky with the surrounding undercities. Because the likelihood is, even if they get discovered, they'll pop back up eventually anyway. That's my thinking. I think we were quite lucky to get Gesundheit so quickly. But I'm quite pleased with that. I think we'll also upgrade... That's going to take 3 turns. We'll also upgrade this. That'll give us more food. That we'll be getting... Is it 4 food a turn? 4 food a turn just from that, which is pretty good. I would like to take Mornington Crescent because it's got the pastures. That would give us even more food. Just a little bit more to play around with. I could do this again. I'm kind of tempted. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get that going. We've used most of the money that we just got from that, but I think in a good way. I think we got stuff going on. We've got some walls coming up. We got the underdocks coming up. We'll get the doobly what's it, the arcane generators or the slave wheels. That'll help us get some more income, and we can take Mornington Crescent over here. Let's yeah. I think you can just stay there for the moment, actually. I think that's just generally fine. Okay. I've got a problem with John here. And the problem is...
Valiant Lord.
Yeah, whatever. I don't like him sailing around, potentially causing me problems. So, we'll work on that. Ikit, don't worry. What we're going to do is we're going to get... Let's get Scorch. Let's get Scorch with
more warpstone. No.
with yes, all right, Ikit. Okay, we're going to kill John because he's there, to be honest. Because he's there, and he's like a floating buffet, which is good.
Which kill device to use?
So John has he's been sailing around, causing us being a bit of a pain. I just don't trust him, basically. I think he's up to something, and so to nip him in the bud, we're going to, well, nip him in the bud by, you know, eating his face. And he's brought an entire peasant army, which is not very smart, is it, John? Eh? What's going on, John? What's the plan, eh? You could have just stayed back home. We could have ignored each other for several turns. Going to be honest, I can't be bothered to sail down south. I probably would have gone north, so... Not sure. We could have just left each other alone, John. But now John is riding directly into my army. Straight through into the rattling guns. He's suppressed. He's getting shot. He's making a run for it. He doesn't quite know what to do. He's made bad decisions. And now he's on fire. And basically, things could be going better for John. Especially because his head fell off. Okay, so with John dead, the rest of his army is not looking very happy. And we're just going to charge in with our clan rats. There we go. Clan rats charging in, backed up by the storm vermin. And the peasants already running for their lives. Very, very rapidly. The rattling guns just picking off everyone they can. I'm going to be honest, they're probably, you know, killing quite a few of our own clan rats at the same time. Or rather, I should say, these clan rats are... Look, that one got its head blown off. These bullets aren't free, you know. They cost. You're taken out of your wages. Especially yours. I mean, you don't need your wages now, but that's not the point. I'll also have to start paying you. So I can dock your wages. So, we lost 36.
Like Ikit's devastation. Yes,
But
yes.
turns out they only killed 6. So 30 of our clan rats willfully got in the way of our rather expensive ammunition. Which is, well, inexcusable. Inexcusable, basically. We got a scroll of shielding, which is actually quite nice.
Skryre consumes you.
Yeah, I'm going to take the food. And he's going to sink. And we've got some more warp fuel. Now, I could spend that on...
A good flay to die.
You're the worst, Ikit. I could spend that
Rats of war.
on getting some warp... I don't really want to upgrade these guys. I think what I want is another Doom Rocket. So we're going to get another Doom Rocket, because Doom Rockets are awesome.
Chief Warlock, Ikit
and it's fun to drop them on people. We're also going to get a Warp Tech Academy. Treachery is always a risk. Advancing others' careers can quickly become a fatal mistake. However, having accomplished students in your team can outweigh the dangers. It's going to let us have another Warlock Engineer and increase loyalty from Warlock Masters, which is very, very good.
Skaven Blight revels in this victory.
So we've only got one, and he's cunning. Normally, not the best trait, but for a race that can ambush on their normal move attack, that's actually pretty impressive, because you put him in an army, it just increases their chance of ambushing by 10%, so sure.
Read Warp Scroll.
So we'll grab him. We also want to, I'm thinking, can we land here? If I just land there and see what happens. If they take it, I'll kill them. If they lose, then I'll take the city. Either way, I get a new city, and I quite like that idea. So that's what we're going to go with. Yarg, just come chill here for the moment. We don't really want you to do anything. I could send you to maybe go and harass another city, but I'm kind of just okay with what you're doing at the moment. Magritta, we obviously want to grab the slave wheel, and we want to upgrade to the underdocks and get more public order to try and... Yeah, so currently the public order is not too bad. If we can keep ahead of that, then public order should be fine. Escaping Blight still losing public order, but actually not as badly as it used to be. So we should be okay for some time there. So we've got more leadership, which is good. What's going on here, guys? Why are you taking attrition? Ah, you've lost your home region, apparently. Fine. What kind of garrison do they have here? Yeah, I'm sort of tempted to could get more food. Let's just camp. I'm tempted to attack them, but I feel like attacking them and then having to attack the city, that's 2 lots of attacking. That seems like too much attacking. So I won't do that. I'm going to send Morphin Rots over... I think I'm going to send him to Bretonia. We're going to set up another Undercity. I think that's what we're going to be doing. I quite like that idea. Right, 4 turns we'll have that done. Vlad did attack Gesundheit. I can't remember what happens if they capture... If the owner of the city that you have a Undercity in changes hands. I don't know if you lose it or whether it just switches over to the new side and nothing changes. I'm not sure. So I guess we'll find out fairly soon. Not a big deal, because the reason I set it up originally in Schwarzhafen was that that's Vlad's home city and unlikely to change hands that often. So I think we should be okay there. But I would be interested to see what happens. So I guess we'll keep an eye out for that. We're just going to keep laying... Well, we'll just keep an eye on what's going on here. I'm hoping that they get beaten up or that they take the city. To be honest, if they take the city, that would be easy for me, because then I could attack them, take the city for myself, and then I can deal with Tilia whenever I fancy it. We're building up Gritter. That's looking pretty good. Lots of stuff going up there. Our money's not too bad. We're going to go and set up another Undercity. I'm thinking... I'll tell you what, I would quite like to set up an Undercity under the World Tree. With that, could I do that? Could Oak of Ages set one up there, maybe? Just for fun? Could we reach it? That's the only problem. There's a lot of very stabby wood elves. Wood elves tend to be quite stabby. So I don't know if that'll work. The other thing I would like to try, and I don't know how feasible this is that whether we could... So if you build the Makeshift Workshop and then the Doom Sphere, if you build, once the Doom Sphere is finished, it takes 15 turns to build, but once it's finished, it will level the entire city. What I'm wondering is, how plausible is it? I mean, you'd have to save up a lot of money, but how plausible is it you could set up Undercities like everywhere and then blow up an entire section of the world in one turn? I mean, I don't know about you, but that idea appeals to me quite a lot. So, I might, I mean, probably not during this campaign, but I might see if I can actually do it. I might need some cheats and stuff just to get the money together, because otherwise it'll take a long time. But theoretically, you could say, you know, put undercities all across the Empire, and then just build, which one is it? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah, this one. Build a makeshift workshop. I think that costs 500 maintenance, so you'd have to have a lot of money to do that. But theoretically, you could then blow up like 20 settlements at once. Theoretically. I mean, you know, in practice, it will be a lot harder than that, but theoretically, it could work. And science is all about the theory. Isn't it? I don't know. Not important. Anyway, what is important is, unfortunately, we've run out of time for this episode, so I've got to leave it there. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Clan Skryre Campaign.